I don't know that I was pregnant. I sleep with different type of men to pay my madam 1.5 million naira. The moment I told her that, look at what I'm going through, I'm having some pain in my stomach, she said that okay, she should take me to the hospital. They took me to the hospital and they told her that I'm 4 months pregnant. She was asking me to do abortion, that I should remove the baby. I told her that I cannot remove it because the baby is already big. It's not even 1 month or 1 week. I said I cannot do that. So she started maltreating me, using stick to eat me, even send people. He send the brother to come and fight with me. They will kick me in my stomach, kick me in my chest. That's the reason why I gone to police to report.
Let's go good thing that the ladies are back from Ivory Coast. I'll just go straight to the point. The problem is the borders are porous.
I'm 17 years old, May 5, 2008. I was learning work as a woman when I saw one lady. He told me that I can sew. Let me go to a country that they call Cote d'Ivoire. There is money in the country. When I look for money 6 months, I will come back to Nigeria. And I asked him which work. He now said that it's restaurants work. I will help them to sell food and they will pay me 1.5 million a month. And I said okay, and I go to the country. When we now reach the border, they now be telling us that where are we going? We now say that we want to go and meet our sister. Now say what we want to go and do in the village. We now say we want to go and sell restaurant food. He will give us money. We buy some food item in Nigeria, gari, yam, some things. We buy them to go to Cote d'Ivoire. When we now reach Cote d'Ivoire, we now meet the lady. We now take us home. We now take our beds, eat food, and told us to sleep. We sleep, rest. They now say we should rest 2 days. After the 2 days, now took us to the market, buy short clothes for us, short skirts. The next day, now take us to one village, say that we are going to be hustling in this village. Now say, which hustle? You promised us that we are going to be selling food in the restaurant. Now say that to make payment, he will call boys to kill us. We now keep quiet. We now started to be hustling. We now paid the madam 1.5 million in Tifa. Before we pay the madam now use boys to threaten us. Before we now get information that they have one company that they call embassy, Nigerian embassy, we now run to that place. Now explain to the person. The person now say that we should wait. They will bring us to Nigeria back.
How many of you?
We are 7 girls.
You mentioned hustle. Which type of hustle? Yeah.
Which kind of hustle are we doing there? It's a shower work.
Okay. So what's the name of the madam that you said that was that took you to that place?
Mary.
Mary what?
I don't know the surname.
Okay, but were your parents aware about your travel?
No. They told us do not tell our parents we are going to anywhere.
So you left without your parents' consent?
Yes. They should not follow anybody to go to any country. If you want to go to any country, you go by yourself. Don't allow anybody to take you to the country, because even though they tell you that you will sell food, do this, if you reach the country, it's actually what they are going to use it to do.
Well, to me, it's a national assignment. To me, it's very natural to do something like this. I believe, like I told them inside the aircraft when they landed, I don't want them to look down on themselves. I want them to believe that the country is very, very responsive to their whatever difficulties they might face at any point in time. This is not for show. It's all about patriotism. It's all about, not patriotism by the person, because I decided to fly all of them into Nigeria free of charge, but to instill patriotism in them, to make them feel belong to their nation, to make them feel wanted, and to make them feel important. No one should look down on anybody, and they themselves shouldn't look down on themselves. What happened to these young girls out there is very atrocious and must be condemned by everyone under the sun. Very, very atrocious. Some of them are 13 years old, 14 years old, and they're all, they've gone into sex slavery kind of. And it's not unacceptable. That's why I decided to go and bring them. I didn't wait for government. We mustn't be waiting for government for everything. So I decided to do that, and we continue to do that, to instill Nigerians into Nigerians that sense of belonging and pride in their country. This is why I do these things we do, not for anything else. But I must use this opportunity to thank the man they call VDM, VERYDARKMAN. He was the one that brought this awareness. It was Darkman that made us even know that something like this existed. And I must thank him. I think he is hero of this particular night. Because if he had not spoken, maybe we may not have known. Maybe NAPTIC needs information to work. They cannot sit in Nigeria and know what is happening out there. So I must implore all Nigerians to thank Darkman, VERYDARKMAN, for what he's done. He is the hero of this moment. Not any of us here, because he brought this into limelight.
The borders are porous, the immigration are not doing too much. They waste their time with bag of rice that is coming into Nigeria, contraband goods, you know. We have more problems. Because of the porousness of the border, you have insecurity in the country, terrorism and all. It's not only bag of rice. The immigration needs to expand, you know, expand what they do with their time. How come over 200, 500 girls are leaving Nigeria almost every day? You know, bringing them back is not a solution, but stopping them from going is the solution, right? Now, this trafficking is not only outside the country. It still happens inside Nigeria. A kid standing on the road to beg you, different traffic junctions in Nigeria is also trafficking. Some of them are being trafficked and turned into beggars. You know, the problem is really, really big. It's not about bringing them back and then you just bring them back, you do rehabilitation. A lot of them will still go back because these borders are porous. And again, a lot of families, you know, one of the methods they use, the president of Nigeria in Ivory Coast is going to throw a little bit of light, so please don't wrap up. I know you people don't have time. You throw some light, I'll give him the floor. You know, some patterns, these people have a lot of patterns that needs to be exposed. One of them, December, when some of all these big girls, big auntie that made it abroad, when they come back, they stay in those villages, they start spraying money. Then the mother of all these children, some of them will just say, how did you get this money? You know, from there, can you carry my daughter? Like that, they carry the daughters.
We have arrested 2 that are connected to the Côte d'Ivoire trafficking. In fact, we met 2 victims inside the house where those two gentlemen were arrested. And the issue of arresting, so we've been arresting suspects all over the country, across the country, and we've been prosecuting, and a lot of convictions have been. National Orientation Agency is for creation of awareness. And we have reached out. If you look at the NTA scroll bar, you will see NAPTIP call numbers. You will see everything about that. So we are reaching out to every agency. In fact, I have already written a letter to the Minister of Information for a courtesy visit so that we can solidify our relationship.
AIE TV, an expression of African image, culture, and belief.